Austin, Texas. A peaceful Friday night, December 6, 1991. Teenagers were enjoying their weekend. Families were out for dinner, and a small yogurt shop, I can't believe it's yogurt, was serving its last customers. But just hours later, this quiet spot would become one of the most horrifying crime scenes in American history. Part 1. Crime Night Scene Setting. The chilly night of 1991 seemed normal. On North Lamar Boulevard in Austin, a small yogurt shop was bustling with 4 young girls. Jennifer Harbison, 17, acting as the manager, responsible for closing the shop. Sarah Harbison, 15, Jennifer's younger sister. Eliza Thomas, 17, Jennifer's friend and co-worker. Amy Ayers, 13, Sarah's friend visiting for the night. The shop was scheduled to close at 11 p.m. The last customer left at 10:42 p.m. Everything seemed completely normal. But not long after, neighbors noticed smoke rising and called the fire department. At 11:47 p.m., firefighters arrived. Expecting a small kitchen fire, they were unprepared for what awaited inside. Part 2. Discovery of the bodies. Inside, thick black smoke filled the shop. As firefighters advanced, they found the burned bodies of 4 young girls, tied up on the floor near the ice cream freezer. Forensic experts later revealed all victims had their hands bound behind their backs. They had been gagged and some were partially undressed. Each had gunshot wounds to the head. The shop had been set on fire using gasoline to destroy evidence. Amy Ayers, just 13, was still alive when firefighters arrived but badly injured. Barely breathing, unable to speak, she later died en route to the hospital. The brutal murders shocked Austin and the entire nation. The media named it the Yogurt Shop Murders. Part 3. Investigation. Early days. Police had no strong leads. Motive was unclear. Was it a robbery? Some cash was missing from the register. Was it a sexual assault? The victims were partially undressed. Or a personal vendetta? Over 50 suspects were interrogated in the early days, but every lead went cold. Forensics weren't as advanced then, and the fire destroyed crucial evidence. Part 4. False confessions and wrong convictions. 8 years later, in 1999, police arrested 4 young men: Michael Scott, Robert Springsteen, Maurice Pierce, Forrest Wellborn. The group was just 16-17 years old at the time of the crime. Maurice Pierce was suspected because he owned a gun similar to the crime weapon. Michael Scott and Robert Springsteen were interrogated for hours. Under intense psychological pressure, they signed confessions, but the confessions were contradictory. One said 3 people were in the shop, the other said 4. In 2001, Robert Springsteen received a death sentence. Michael Scott got life imprisonment, while Maurice and Forrest were released. Many doubted their guilt. There was no physical evidence linking them to the crime. Part 5. DNA technology changes the case. By 2008, DNA technology had advanced. Investigators retested old evidence. Shocking discovery. The semen found at the crime scene did not match any convicted suspects. This proved the real killer was still at large, leading to the release of Michael Scott and Robert Springsteen in 2009. Austin was stunned. 18 years later, the actual killer had never been caught. Part 6. The Breakthrough 2024 Update. For years, the case remained cold. Then in 2024, a major breakthrough came, using genetic genealogy, the same technique that caught the Golden State Killer. Investigators traced the killer through family DNA databases. The suspect was identified as Robert Eugene Brashers, a violent criminal involved in sexual assaults and murders across multiple states. When police searched his home in 1999, he had committed suicide. Forensics confirmed the DNA from the yogurt shop matched exactly. The real killer had been dead all along. Part 7. Unanswered questions. Even with the breakthrough, mysteries remain. 1. Did Brashers act alone, or were others involved? 2. Why target this particular yogurt shop and 4 innocent girls? 3. Why did it take nearly 3 decades to identify the killer? Families gained some closure, but true justice was never fully served. The killer was already dead. Part 8. Legacy and impact. The yogurt shop murders had a lasting impact on Austin. Parents feared letting children work, and the case changed police investigation methods, especially regarding DNA preservation and interrogation practices. After 2009, Austin implemented stricter rules on confessions to prevent innocent people from being punished. Ending 30 seconds. That night in 91 still haunts Austin. 4 innocent girls. A brutal killer, and justice that came nearly 3 decades later. This case reminds us, no matter how long it takes, science and truth find a way, sometimes just too late.